Memakwa baba Adkwart Studios. Na me also so nyam reti na hwa Adkwart Studio. Ye be hwem phone bi ana video bi. Na ubehu abrofo no adwen amowo efa bibifo. Enti se abibifo oti ase se adumra ye chichire ye man yi a that we are on course. We are really on course. Because that be an uncrofu we hu yen say yenka body any ho yenka nipa ho ni aye kwa akohwe obaka no brofo nti na make an twi a kire wo said the whole president of Tanzania or yoba na wagu maya finti no se ne omusi jojo no ti akire omu hu yi say say our president no na sa na omu ya bibifo nyina o sa na omu ya bibifo na bibifo sorry agire na so ya ka se yen so no ye ka abode ho a ye ka ho bi yen ko ehwe na etie
a world leaders meeting She came to speak at a world leaders meeting to represent Tanzania and to stand for Africa. But as soon as she reached the passport check, something felt wrong. The French officer looked at her passport, then at her veil. Then he frowned. "Remove that," he said in English, pointing at her scarf. She said softly, "I am the President of the United Republic of Tanzania." But he didn't care. "Take it off, madam," he repeated. "This is France." Behind her, Tanzanian officials tried to explain. They showed documents. They called other security officers. Still, she was told to step aside. She was searched. She was questioned. Not once did they say, "Your Excellency." Not once did they say, "Welcome." She stood there for over 40 minutes in silence. People walked by. Some stared, some laughed. One officer whispered to another, "She looks like one of them." But she didn't cry. She didn't shout. She stood still, with dignity. And when they finally realized who she was, it was too late. The damage was done. President Samia turned around, looked at her team, and said quietly, "We are going home." And with that, she refused the summit. She boarded her Tanzanian state plane and flew back to Africa. But what happened in that airport would not stay quiet for long. The sun had not yet risen over Dar es Salaam when President Samia's plane touched down. She did not speak to the press. She did not shout on television. She walked off the plane with her veil still on, her head held high, and went straight to the State House. But the silence did not last long. Someone on her team, maybe a guard, maybe a staff member, leaked the truth. And like fire catching dry grass, the story spread across the country, then across the continent. Radio stations interrupted their programs. President Samia humiliated in Paris. She was stopped like a common criminal because she wore a veil. On social media, the youth reacted first. One girl in Zanzibar posted, "If they treat a president like this, how will they treat our mothers?" Another in Nairobi wrote, "She went to speak peace." They answered with racism. Across the Muslim world, voices rose up. She is a Muslim. She is a woman. She is a leader. And still they disrespected her. Even in cities like Dakar, Abuja, and Khartoum, people who had never followed Tanzanian news before were now shouting her name, Samia.
Oh, President Muya. Odu France ho no na omu chance onyi ni mayan finifini no so o president. Ya nhwe nanim. Ajojo bi a osom jojo no bia no almost 40 minutes. Timami wie ya na osa etra ni premu na osa ba Africa. Ede na e ka kire wo. Ede asem na e ka kire wo. Yen koso so son krofo we so. na eduru baabi a ya na ɛfa nso egyina yɛn ankasa so maka asɛm wɔ akyerɛ ɔda sɛ ofiri akwantuo mu ba na wodi broni ɛna ɛba broni yɛde ne baage to hɔ noma no yɛmia so yɛama ne kɔ wo a wo ba kurom no yɛdwodwo wo sene sɛnea sɛbi wo kɔ obi ma so yɛteki a stand a ɛnyɛ bɔne o yɛteki a stand a ɛnyɛ bɔne enti maame wonyere yɛ sɛ ɔwɔsɛ sɛ abrɔfo so ɛwɔ ne kurom bio na ɔmbe because ɛnde no twene bi bɔ a aman no nyinaa yɛ wɔn adwene a sɛ ɔmbɛbɔ saa twene no bi enti we no sɛ mo nkurɔfoɔ bi hɔ no a wɔkɔka bɛka wɔ mo sɛ nipa no yɛ president o wotie nsɛm a wɔn bi kan no ɔm sɛ na sɛ president koraa ne yɛyɛ ne sɛ yi a ɛnea ne mma a aka no ɛ ɛnea ne abibifoɔ a aka no ɛ mɛse sɛ Africa take a stand down ɔmbɛpa kyɛw ɛna ɔmaba Africa there is going to be a time sooner or later these people will beg for coming to Africa. If Africa 54 nations will take their stand and stand for justice and use the resources God has given us to build our nations, oh, it will shake the whole world. My prayer is that may God kick those corrupt leaders. We should find a praise for them. We share BB say ya enya irawosem. Okay, enya irawosem. Sir President Timuya. Mo dia mo ne kan obi na no kan say o mo ahwe na new kra. Sa no mo ye wudro immigration na say dem si jojo wo ne ade no. The other can be a normal found. The other can be a normal found. And so, no, I be before when I brought for she send you see your. She said, "The almost ma I or the say Africa near cheaper." And Ibrahim Traore so be Africa ni. I'm young who ye say gold no. Yani aben nani ade wo Africa. Eti muntu metietie fa ahodie so biem muntu mekanya nhye biem enne omo kasem na nyaya na Ibrahim Traore watoa ono so atoa bo na sa America general can say is he the goal to enrich himself or see that's lie atro brother hwe de o ye o no na nke achichiri ya man yi a adafo anse maame no eno anse osafa plane obayo omu ye no anko pachew and dabi ofani plane asaba ni krom na be mo ntina no na mbeti de beba we should wait for her and some mbeti no mo anka se be mo nwa na abrantie bi ka sem bi emra na mo ye kire no o se so mo nim na omudi womonsa ka Ibrahim Traore a ene abrofo a wo abibima mu no gise wo mem se de abrofo ni ase abere gise mo mem de me pese aba wunya free de me kan mu ni se it is time for Africa, it is time for you and me to build our own continent, because we are able and capable, and black man is capable to manage his own affair. Yamin Shaw said, "The awoke nyaba wom The young sorry GMI. Young G Africans, yo. Na young queer names of mine. Na minsha wa wenya. At every Adkwart Studio. Na minsha. Bye bye.